Well, thank you for joining me, Andy Deeks, the DKS Group. So this is the longer video. I put a little snippet up on the social media, the Instagram, the Facebook, just to say I've been overwhelmed. I've actually quite grateful, thanks, that people are watching these videos and they're going, wow, light bulb moment. And I've just been asked recently, this last week, there's a new social media platform. Obviously there's some privacy things with some of the others, but we won't get into that. And I've been asked to be one of the speakers regularly and to moderate a room. And it's been quite profound, because I've been thinking this way about the leaders and the environment and working for your staff and getting up with a mindset and attitude and a positivity for a long time. And now people around the world are going, and I loved your videos, I love what you said, please come on this stage and be a speaker, please interact with various people. So it started off with a room, maybe, I don't know, 50, 60 people, but a more recent room I've just done had over 1,000 people in it from around the world. And there were lots of people cheering and saying thank you. For me, it's about what we do. Coaching 101 from where you are to where you want to be. Your history has got you to here and now. The better you look forward, the better you've got this warmth, this growth, this development, this forward thinking, forward looking, listening to learn, you will create the environment. There was lots of buzzwords going around, oh, you've got to be giving value. And I was like, yeah, you have, but you've got to be giving value to your staff, because at the end of the day, you as a leader, you as a boss, own the business. You've created it, you've grown it, and it needs to go forward. The only way it can go forward is with your staff. So fundamentally, and this is what I said on the stage, you need to be working for your staff. You need to be empowering them. You need to be supporting them. And I genuinely believe, and you know that back a few videos, I talked about managers, and I have a dislike for the word manager because nobody wants to be managed. I call them deputies. And the whole idea of these deputies is to support and encourage and to nurture, to creating this environment, to being genuine, to being supportive, because it's your workforce that are going to take your business forward. You've got a direction you want to go. And I've used lots of analogies, and I did on the stage. It's a bit like a cruise ship. The captain runs it all, but he can't be down, or she can't be down in the engine room. She can't be serving food, can't be doing the playroom. You have to encourage your team, give them the support they need, let them do their jobs and support them. Now this is where the deputies come in, and this is where the environment comes in. You as a leader have a dream, a goal, an ambition, a drive. If you are genuine and you're authentic and you give value to your deputies, they will take that and they will put that jacket on and go, yeah, I like this feeling, I like the way this is going to work, I like this business, I like getting up and coming to work, this is the way we're going, I'll empower the people around me, my team. Simple. You've heard me say this a load of times. So it comes back to the simple saying, and I said it on stage. Leaders create the environment. You create the working environment, people want to come and work for you. So the better it looks, the better it sounds, the better that feeling is, people will want to come and work for you. Then I said, you work for the staff work for the customers work for the business. That got us standing, say, they were all over that. They love the idea that the fact that you are working for your staff, the more you empower, the more you encourage, the more you're genuine, you work for the staff. Nothing that you haven't heard me say many times. But then there was a few 6- and 7-figure business leaders up there that said, no, it's about the value. And I went, yeah, it is. The value you give to your staff. Another round of applause. The more you encourage your staff, the better the business is going to be, the more relationships. And I said, it doesn't even matter whether you're a solo entrepreneur. You've got to be genuine. You've got to work for your environment. You've got to think of what you're going to change, what your purpose is. My purpose is to look after my team. My purpose is to be a better person, to change things, to be better. So I get up every morning with a mindset, and I look at the day ahead and I break it down into manageable chunks. Bit of coaching. But fundamentally it's about you, your attitude, your mindset, your behaviour. Are you a teacher? Are you a giver? Are you creating a good working environment? So when you go networking, like on these multi-level platforms that we've now got, are you giving value? And obviously I give value free of charge in these videos, and I give value on the social media, giving you top tips, things to go out and do, things to encourage you, things to look at. Creating an environment of trust and development. You look at it and you go, Andy, yeah, that was a great idea, thank you very much. Can you tell me a little bit more? Yeah, of course I can. Because the stuff that I know and that I charge for is of great value. But at the moment, we're just skimming the surface. I'm building trust, I'm building respect. And you're looking and going, yeah, that's a great idea. I love his values. I love his, that's amazing. He's creating this room and this working environment, and everybody's getting a chance. And, you know, he's stopping so he can talk to them and talk to them. And I just want you to take a step back. Is that the way you work? Do you support your staff? Do you encourage your staff? Do you nurture your staff? You know, you understand them. You are not the centre of attention. You know, they come in, you support them, you encourage them, you encourage them, you're working with them, you give them that respect. You don't micromanage over their ears, and this is the one thing that was debated a little bit, that now people are working from home and they're working away from this business environment, which is why a lot of people were liking what I was saying. They haven't got the manager here or the they've been able to flourish. They've still been able to do their job in a relaxed environment, either their home environment or their garage environment, or some of them are even sitting doing solo entrepreneur work in car parks, and they've gone out for walks in various parts of the country. But there's a big feeling that the managers that have been, they don't want to go back. They're taking furlough, they're doing whatever. So it comes back to a very simple thing. The better the environment you create for your staff, for you to work in, the more flourishing you're going to be. Now, I'm going to use an analogy up here on the farm. You plant a seed, you feed it, you water it, it grows. And the more you feed it and water it and look after it, and it grows, and the better the environment, the sunshine, the rain, even the cold to some extent, it's going to grow. And your business will weather a storm. So obviously if these trees have got a good foundation, a good base, good roots, good solid foundations with good values, good staff, good ethos, good mission statement, good values, the staff of the branches, they go out and they enjoy the customers and they touch. So even in the coldest, they're not dropping. They're not falling over in the wind because they're solid and they're strong. So by creating a good environment, by working on that environment, by making sure there's no disease, there's no infection, there's no rotten bits or broken bits, the business will grow. And this is what I've said on stage, and this is what I got another round of applause for. Take yourself out of your business. Have a look around the environment. You know, I love my sport, and the analogy I used for the sport was that you go out with a team of players, whether football, rugby, baseball, basketball, F1, and you can change every single aspect of that, but you have a plan to go out, you support them, you nurture them, you might put somebody in for a key play, you might bring them back. But it's about having a plan. It's about working as a team. It's about creating that environment that they can flourish. Support them, encourage them, and appreciate the value they bring to your business. At the end of the day, you can't go out and score the penalty. You have to let your players do that. You can't go out and hit a home run. Your players have to do that. So you have to encourage them and nurture them and support them so they feel the best they can. They can go out and do their best. They will create the legacy that your business or your team name will go on. And I use this analogy quite a lot because in teams, the teams get grown and the teams get the status they get because of the players. The players work together and they create that team. That team is remembered. So the team of, for us being British, you know, when we won the World Cup, everybody will know most of the players on that team. They know the year, they know who scored. It's fundamental, but it's creating that environment. That environment has been nurtured and constantly going on about. So I just want to leave that with you. Is your business, is your team nurtured, careful? And I know you're going to say, oh, we're all separated, we're furloughed, but that's for you to communicate. That's for you to be genuine, honest, and reassuring that you create this environment you're working for. Do your staff actually want to come back and work for you? Well, that's a different one to think of. But yeah, I appreciate some of this we've gone over before, but obviously to put this for me on a, not just on a YouTube video, but on a world stage, on a social media platform with 1,000 people in the room, getting applauds to go, this is a new way of thinking. It's not about being entitled, it's not about using technology, it's about being genuine, it's about being authentic, it's about creating the environment, taking people from where they are to where they want to be, where your business is to where it wants to be. It's all about working together, it's all about looking forward, listening and feeling good. So in short, and I've said it a million times, you the leader, you the owner, create an environment of positivity. The better the environment, the better the work. The more giving, the more value you do. Yes, you've got to put a price on that. I get that. I'm a coach, I'm a consultant. But it's about giving value. It's about creating this environment. If you've got staff, it's about working for them. The more you work for them, the more they can do their job. They can do their job, they can engage with the customers, talk to the customers, nurture the customers. And the customers will work for the business. It's as simple as that. So please take that on board. Understand that this isn't a new way of thinking. Yes, it's my way of thinking, and now it's gone out globally. And I've said many times, think local, what's it like working here? Sell globally. And the way the world is at the moment, like I say, I was on a platform with 1,000 people from around the world, Canada, America, Brazil, Australia, New Zealand, France, Germany. And I'm pleased that I got that, and I just wanted to share that with you. So I thank you ever so much. So please subscribe, and there's a little button down here somewhere that will be subscribe. But most of all, understand where you are. Understand your values, your key importance, what you do, what you stand for, what your ethics. Understand the people around you. Do they empower you? Do they support you? Are they driving you, or is it all from you? Create that environment, support your team, support your staff, let them flourish, let them grow, listen to them, and you will have a great future. Enjoy the day and make the most of it, and we will catch up soon.